Namaste, Javins. Myself, Dr. Barkha Khurana. Today we'll be discussing about cell, which is a part of your curriculum of BPT first semester, BSc RT first semester, and BA Optometry first semester. So let us start with the topic cell. See, you all must have studied this before. So it's just a kind of revision for you. And if you have any doubts, you will be having your live sessions where we will discuss it more. So let's start with it. See, if we go to the organization of the cells, these are also known as eukaryotic cells. They contain well-defined cellular organelles. Organelles are the different organs which constitute the cell. We have nucleus, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, peroxisomes, lysosomes. First of all, we'll discuss about mitochondria, which is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. And in electron micrographs of cells, mitochondria appears as rods, spheres or filamentous bodies. And the size is approx 0.5 micrometers to 1 micrometers in diameter. And in length, they are up to 7 micrometers. Now we'll discuss about the features. They have an inner membrane and outer membrane. And the space between the two membranes is called as intermembranous space. Now the inner membrane has cristae. Cristae are the folds which increase the surface area. And these membranes, both the membranes, that is the outer one and the inner one, have different appearance and biochemical function. If we discuss about the biomedical importance, what is the importance? So as I told you before, inner membrane, it surrounds the matrix. It contains components of electron transport system. It is impermeable to most ions, including hydrogen, sodium, ATP, GTP, CTP, and to large molecules. Impermeable means they do not allow the ions to come inside. Now this membrane is also for the transport of special carriers, like adenine nucleotide carrier is there, ADP transport carrier is there. Then complex second is there, that is succinate dehydroxygenase, and complex fifth, that is ATPase synthesis. So this is the diagram of mitochondria. These are the cristae, these are the folds, and this is the matrix, the inner part. This is the inner membrane, and this one is the outer membrane. And the space between these two is the intermembranous space. Inter means between, membranes, fine. The outer membrane is permeable to most ions and molecules, which can move from cystosol to intermembranous space. This matrix is enclosed by the inner mitochondrial membrane, and it contains enzymes of citric acid cycle. Then enzymes of beta oxidation of fatty acids, enzymes of amino acids oxidation, some enzymes of urea and heme synthesis. Then it also contains mitochondrial DNA. So all the list is given here in the PPT. Hydroxylation of cholesterol to steroid hormones, biosynthesis, vitamin D formation, all these things takes place at your mitochondria. Now the mitochondria plays an important role in aging also. Like cytochrome C component of ETC plays a main role in cell death and apoptosis. Then mitochondria have a role in its own replication also, like it contains copies of circular DNA called mitochondrial DNA. And this DNA has information for 13 mitochondrial proteins and some RNA. This DNA is inherited from the mothers. Now, most mitochondrial proteins are derived from genes in nuclear DNA. Mutation rate in mtDNA is 10 times more. Now, there are mitochondrial diseases also, like fatal infantile mitochondrial myopathy and renal dysfunction. Fatal infantile mitochondrial myopathy means when the mitochondria, there is some defect in the functioning of mitochondria of the muscles. and renal dysfunction also is a part. Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy. Optic neuropathy is the mitochondria of the optic nerve. They are having some defect. So this is the structure of mitochondria. You can see that. We have outer membrane, function synthesis of ATP, which is a major source of energy. This is mitochondrial DNA. These are the cristae, which are the folds. And inside, this is the matrix. Next is endoplasmic reticulum. Cytoplasm of eukaryotic cells contain a network of interconnecting membranes, and this extensive structure is called endoplasmic reticulum. So it consists of membranes with smooth appearance, and that is known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and it has rough appearance because of the granule, that is known as rough endoplasmic reticulum. So this is the structure of ER or endoplasmic reticulum. You can see the pores here, nuclear pore, nuclear envelope is there. These are the smooth endoplasmic reticulum having smooth surface, and these are the rough endoplasmic reticulum because they have these granules known as ribosomes. Now if we come to the biomedical importance, these membranes enclose a lumen, and in this lumen, newly synthesized proteins are modified. Rough appearance is due to the presence of ribosomes attached on its cystosolic side, that is the outer side, and these ribosomes are involved in the biosynthesis of proteins. And these proteins are either incorporated into the membranes or into the organelles. Now the proteins that are present are known as chaperones, and these proteins play a role in proper folding of proteins. Then we'll discuss about the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It is involved in lipid synthesis, cholesterol synthesis, steroid hormone synthesis, detoxification of endogenous and exogenous substances. And the enzyme that is involved in detoxification is microsomal cytochrome P450. ER, along with Golgi apparatus, is also involved in synthesis of other organelles, lysosomes and peroxisons. Like जो हमारा endoplasmic reticulum है, along with the Golgi apparatus, they also help in the synthesis of lysosomes and peroxisome. Then it helps in desaturation of fatty acids and omega oxidation of fatty acids. So this is the structure. Next is Golgi apparatus. It is a network of flattened smooth membranous sacs, cisternae and vesicles. These are responsible for the secretion of proteins from the cells like hormones, plasma proteins. It works in combination with endoplasmic reticulum, as I told you before. See, this is the diagram of Golgi apparatus having cisterns. This is the incoming transport vesicle. This is the lumen, space between the cisterns. Now the enzymes in Golgi or complex transfer carbohydrate units to proteins to form glycoproteins, and this determines the ultimate destination of proteins. Golgi is the major site of synthesis of new membrane, lysosomes and peroxisomes. And it plays two important roles. It is involved in processing of oligosaccharide chains of the membranes and involved in the sorting of various proteins prior to the delivery. The lysosomes are responsible for intracellular digestion of both intra and extracellular substances. It has a single limiting membrane and it has acidic pH of 5. They have a group of enzymes called hydrolases. So you can see the diagram of lysosomes here. If we come to the importance, the enzyme content varies in different tissues, and these lysosomal membranes are impermeable, and lysosomes are also involved in autophagy. So this is in your organelles, cell and organelles. The rest of the organelles we will be discussing in the other session. This is all for today. Thank you.